We now come to the fourth pillar of the 7 pillars of this journey through the Bible. And this time I want to turn to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah was indeed a man of God. In his day, Isaiah had to face heresy, hypocrisy, calamity and chaos. It was rampant. Is there anything different today in the 21st century? And we have in his book a vibrant testimony of a man of God. We see loyalty as well as royalty in his story. Indeed, in the 53rd chapter of his book, we have the story of the suffering servant. And some scholars have proclaimed that that's the reason why they claim the book of Isaiah as the 5th gospel. Where Ezekiel sees the majesty of God and Jeremiah sees the presence of God, this man Isaiah sees the tenderness of God. Isaiah was as transparent as he was transformed. There's nothing spurious about his book. Nothing to purport that Isaiah was anything other than genuine. His prayer was never, "Here am I, Lord, send him." He was a man possessed as well as a man who professed the tenderness of Jehovah. This in despite of the chaos and calamity of his day. He had a firm conviction that Jehovah still reigns. God is sovereign was Isaiah's theme tune, so to speak. This was the type of man who would have walked over burning coals and broken glass to witness for the sovereign Lord. He turned every stumbling block into a stepping stone. I'd like you to listen to this carefully. In Isaiah, I see a man motivated by purpose, activated by concern, and stimulated by his crystal clear focus upon the goal of his destiny. I well remember as a boy reading the now defunct Christian Herald paper, and in that day there used to be a section set aside especially for children. And on this particular occasion, every boy and girl was asked to send in for a free badge. And excitedly I sat down and wrote a letter, sent it away, and true enough, a few days later in comes this beautiful badge made of metal, coloured in royal blue and gold paint. The inscription on it read, "Look up and aim high." If ever a man had that as a motto, for me it was Isaiah. I'd like to draw your attention now in particular to a particular verse in the book of Isaiah. The 7th verse of chapter 41, where we read about tradesmen, craftsmen. We have the joiner, the goldsmith, and the blacksmith. And what I'd like you to do here is think of driving your car. You don't look at the windscreen. but you look through it. And if you picture this scene with these craftsmen, you'll find that all of them are using tools of one kind or another. What Isaiah, however, is attempting to do is to draw you through the windscreen, through the picture of these craftsmen, to see the supreme craftsman, his Jehovah.